Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Another Super Bowl means another fresh scoreboard reveal, and this time, Fox debuted their brand new scoreboard design. And wow, did it get a lot of hate. Now, I don't know if more people were just online this year or what, but the amount of reaction this scoreboard got was insane. Today, we're breaking it down, what worked, what didn't, and if Fox made the right choice. Let's get into it. So, Fox went with an extremely minimalist design this time around. If you take a look, it almost feels like an upgraded version of a scoreboard from the early 2000s. The most noticeable thing? No team logos, just large abbreviations and an even larger score display. Honestly, I get why they did it. It's all about making things as clean and simple as possible. The numbers are big, easy to read, and stand out clearly, especially from far away. But for a lot of fans, that lack of logos really took away from the character of the scoreboard. We've seen this trend in graphics packages across different networks. Simplify everything, make it sleek, but in doing so, some of the personality gets lost. And with this scoreboard being semi-transparent, it blends into the background even more. For me, Fox's previous scoreboard designs were much better. They had more detail, a bit more color, and felt more dynamic. But again, networks are doing research and focusing on what appeals to the largest audience. The average fan just wants an easy-to-read scoreboard that highlights the essentials: score, time, down and distance. Anything beyond that, to them, it's just clutter. As for the Super Bowl itself, well, it was a blowout. The Chiefs had been walking a fine line all season with close wins and some lucky breaks, but against the Eagles, their flaws were exposed. This team wasn't dominant all year. They barely survived against the Texans in the divisional round, had a tough time with the Bills, and many thought their luck would eventually run out, and it did. Philly's defense completely shut them down, and even the garbage-time touchdowns couldn't make the final score look respectable. I really think a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl would have been a much more entertaining matchup, but hey, that's just how it played out. Another thing that got people talking: Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. Now, I personally don't follow the music drama, but apparently, there's some beef between Kendrick and Drake? I don't know. What I do know is that my timeline was filled with people upset about it. Seems like a lot of viewers checked out after halftime, and I'll be interested to see what the ratings look like once everything is finalized. There's also something to be said about dynasty fatigue. Whether or not you consider the Chiefs a full-blown dynasty, they've been dominant for years, and people are getting tired of seeing them in the big game, especially when they don't look like an elite team all season long. This Super Bowl was actually a rematch from the last time Fox debuted a new scoreboard 3 years ago, which is an interesting parallel. But let's talk about what's next for the Super Bowl. Next year's Super Bowl and future hosts. Next year, Super Bowl 60 will be held at Levi's Stadium, and honestly, I don't love that location for big events. It's probably the last time we'll see a Super Bowl there for a while, especially with all the new stadiums coming up. Chicago, Nashville, and even Cleveland are getting new stadiums that could be future hosts. Meanwhile, places like SoFi in LA and Allegiant in Vegas will be in the rotation every few years. There's also a chance we could see another Super Bowl in Minneapolis at US Bank Stadium, though the cold weather might be a factor there. Overall, this Super Bowl? A D-. Not a competitive game, the Chiefs got exposed, and while the Eagles played great, it just wasn't exciting. Fox new scoreboard? Not my favorite, but I get why they did it. What do you guys think? Did you like Fox's new scoreboard, or do you miss the old style? And what did you think of the game itself? Drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.